a former New York police officer, was among two people charged with conspiracy to distribute drugs last week. News.com has learned that Cesar Martinez and former NYPD officer Grace Rosa Baez were arrested on the drug charges Thursday, October 19. According to the United States Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York, the couple operated a drug-dealing business out of their Yonkers apartment. Between October 9 and October 19, Baez and Martinez had multiple conversations with a confidential informant, CS for confidential source, about wholesale narcotics trafficking, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Court records indicate that Baez, 37, and Martinez, 42, allegedly offered to sell kilogram quantities of fentanyl, heroin and cocaine to the CS. On October 11, Baez allegedly told the CS that she could sell 2 kilograms of fentanyl for $30,000 per kilo, 400 grams of heroin with a price to be set later, and would supply a sample of fentanyl to the CS. Baez allegedly told the CS that the fentanyl was top quality before setting up a meeting on October 16. On that date, Baez met with the CS close to an apartment in which she and boyfriend Martinez lived. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, during the meeting, Baez handed the CS a plastic candy container that allegedly contained fentanyl. A photo in evidence shows a small, clear bag filled with a white powdery substance that later tested positive as fentanyl. The next day, Baez allegedly asked the CS to meet her in Yonkers, where she handed the CS a bag filled with a white powdery substance that authorities say later tested positive as heroin. The attorney's office stated that Baez told the CS that she had more heroin available for sale and gave the CS's phone number to Martinez. That same day, Martinez called the CS to negotiate the sale of 1 kilogram of heroin and 800 grams of fentanyl. According to court documents, Martinez spoke on phone with the CS, saying he could sell them 1 kilogram of heroin for approximately $25,000 and another 800 grams of fentanyl for a price to be negotiated later. On October 18, Baez and Martinez allegedly further discussed a potential sale before settling on 400 grams of lesser-quality heroin and another sample of fentanyl. The next day, the suspects allegedly met with the CS in Yonkers. There, they handed the CS packages containing suspected narcotics, including 1 kilogram of heroin, 400 grams of heroin, 640 grams of fentanyl and another package of fentanyl, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. After the couple was arrested, police went to their apartment and reported finding packages of drugs that appeared to have been thrown outside the apartment. They also allegedly found a kilogram press machine and other drugs inside the apartment. Baez had been employed by the NYPD since 2012, though she was working desk duty at the time of her arrest. Previously, Baez was moved to modified duty after she was accused of misconduct. According to the attorney's office, Baez engaged in some of the alleged illegal activity while on duty. NBC News reported that Baez resigned from the police force on Sunday, October 22. Grace Rosa Baez took an oath to protect and serve the people of New York City. As alleged, she flagrantly violated that oath by pushing poison, including fentanyl and heroin, which are driving the nation's deadly opioid crisis and have been responsible for thousands of tragic deaths in this city and around the nation. My office and our law enforcement partners will continue to aggressively pursue those peddling these deadly poisons, no matter who they are, U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said in a statement. Baez and Martinez are each charged with conspiracy to distribute fentanyl and heroin and 3 counts of narcotics distribution. Both face up to life in prison.